Well, hello. Today I'd like to talk. This is take two on this, by the way. Today I'd like to talk to you about the Platinum Pocket Pen. This is a vintage pen, probably from the 1970s. I guess I didn't look that one up. But anyway, it's first impression. So let's take a look at it. Present to you Platinum's version of a pocket pen. This is a vintage pen, but shares a lot with the Pilot E95. So far, only Pilot has reintroduced this basic shape, but all three of the big three manufacturers in Japan had this pen. So let's take a look at it. So the clip, it's got some definite adornment to it. Nothing on the finial. Little swirly doodles on the other finial. On the cap band, we've got platinum. And I think those are scratches, not fine writing. So we've got platinum. Open up the pen. Interesting. It has a clear feed. Not something I expected. And then the nib definitely takes a walk on the broadside. And it says 18 karat platinum, so... Where's it a B? I don't know. I can't. I'll have to read it when I edit the video together. Open it up. It is a cartridge converter pen. So, I've got Parker Quink Washable Blue over here calling its name. But I found out I don't have any spare platinum converters. So I'm hijacking a nice platinum converter, because of course they use a proprietary converter. This sits in there snugly. And the cap doesn't even make it to the threads if I have the converter in there. So this is a pen that will not be used with a converter. Unless Platinum's got a short stumpy converter I can use in this pen. So I'm guessing back in the day that this was a purely cartridge pen. So I looked around. I don't have too many Platinum converters either, but I found one. This is blue-black ink. So it's not exactly the Parker Quink I usually would want to use, but it's what I have. So we're just going to have to live with it. So let's see how quickly it saturates the feed. I'm starting to see a little color already in the feed. One nice thing with the Platinum converters, they're cartridges, they're closed off with a little metal ball. So the metal ball acts kind of as an agitator inside the cartridge. Oh yeah, it is coming down that feed pretty quickly. Very quickly. Oh yeah, and there we go, we're writing. So that didn't take long, and I'll leave all that time in, so however much it was, so that you can appreciate how quickly it saturated the feed. I don't see myself writing with this unposted, because that is tiny. So we'll post this puppy. So I'm going to guess that's a broad nib. The ink, of course, is platinum, blue-black. Flex. Not a whole lot. I don't push these pens to their limits, but, whoops. Yeah, it has some line variation, but it's not a flex pen. Wetness and flow. Seems to be doing okay. Smear test. Yeah, that's kind of on the wet side. And reverse writing, if you're into that kind of thing. That looks kind of like a fine, and it, felt perfectly ordinary to write with it. So, yeah, this is a pen you can use on both sides. Get a little more interesting choices, I guess. And finally, the world-famous Peer Gustafson test. For a pen where I just stuck the cartridge in, I think that did very well. So I'm impressed with it. So I had this pen with me my whole trip that I recently took up north, and because most days I was dressed like this, the only day I wore a proper button-down shirt with a pocket was the day of the governor's convention. So yeah, I was pretty much dressed down, and so this fit very nicely into my pocket. Some of the irritations that I've discovered since then, I don't like the fact that it's a cartridge pen. I wish I could put a converter in it. But converters don't fit. There's just not enough space here. Pilot was able to do it with theirs, but not this one. So that was disappointing. So I had to inject, so I just inject some ink into a platinum cartridge and away we go. The writing experience with the pen is good. I like this design a lot. The same as why I like the Platinum E95S. It's just a very nice design. I like that subtle bit of design on the clip. It is a pen of a different era, and it does kind of look like something from a different era. What can I say? So I'm pleased with all that. Would I buy it again? Yes. In fact, here's a suggestion for Platinum, and maybe for Sailor, because there may be a Sailor version of this showing up soon. I've owned these pens for several months now, so I've had a lot of use with them. Oh, my light is changing back there. That's annoying. No, it is not changing. That is a weird artifact of the computer screen. Okay, that's weird. It's just blue. But it looks like it's got a blue halo around a slowly blinking red center, so I'd love to know the physics there. I was just going to have a light in the background like when I'm at my normal spot. I use the table lamp, but anyway, that didn't work out. Neither did filming this. That's why you're watching me on the computer screen or filmed on the computer instead of where I usually do it, because filmed this once, audio only. And didn't realize that until much, much later, of course. So, pocket test. I don't have a pocket, but it does slip onto my t-shirt very well. So if it can slip onto a t-shirt, it can slip into a pocket. But this is literally meant to be a pocket pen, as in sits in your pocket. I wouldn't take it somewhere risky. Like, I wouldn't go hiking with this pen because it's not the easiest to replace a vintage pen. But then again, I'm not going to do long writing sessions when I'm out hiking either. Most I'll do is jot a quick note. So that's where perhaps the platinum, what is it called? Kaweco Sport or Kaweco Lilliput or something would be more suited. Although this is quicker to deploy because you just whoop, whoop. So what can I say? So anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.